What's up, internet? I hope I don't use that. I am in the car right now. I promise I am being safe. I wanted to bring you guys along on a special journey today. I'm going to Ulta to get my hair cut and colored. I've never gotten any services done at Ulta. I've always gone to like legitimate beauty salons, but it is the era of COVID. No one important is seeing my hair besides my boyfriend, so I figured if there was ever time to just YOLO it, see what Ulta's all about, it would be now. I've always wondered what it would be like, what their, I don't know, quality of service is like compared to a regular salon. So today we're gonna find out. Basically what I want to get done is just a haircut. I told you guys that I was doing the curly girl method, so that's like no sulfates, no phosphates in your shampoo and conditioner, no heat on your hair, like use a special kind of microfiber towel. But I've been having some good results. Like my hair is pretty wavy, but I want to really just like kind of chop off the dead ends and see if this haircut can help me get it even like wavier. So I'm also saying goodbye to my blonde hair today, which is so weird. I haven't been like fully brunette in I don't even know how long. Like I said, it's COVID. I don't feel like paying for highlights. I don't really care about feeling more confident with blonde hair. Like it's not worth it. I'm cute all the time. So I'm going to ask the girl who's doing my hair to get me back to my roots. Hopefully I'm allowed to film in Ulta. I honestly don't know. This is also terrifying. Like I am just like such an awkward person, so I think if I'm gonna be like, can I film a YouTube video while you do this? She's gonna be either for it or like no. But that's okay, she says no. If I'm not allowed to film it, I'll just tell you guys how it goes when I get back. So with that being said, I'm literally right on time, so wish me luck. Ta-da! So I haven't had brunette hair in I don't even know how long, so I still don't really know how I feel about it. Not because I think that she didn't do a good job, just because I don't know how I feel about me fully brunette again. So I think that's gonna take some time to adjust to. Okay, so my overall experience at Ulta, I had an appointment at 4 o'clock. I walked in at like 4:02. I went up to the front desk. I told them my name and my appointment number and everything you do when you check in at the hair salon. She was like, okay, we'll be right with you. They didn't have like a waiting area. So I just like stood there for 15 minutes and I stood there and I'm like, there's only one lady actually doing hair and a bunch of other ladies kind of like milling around the salon, which is like in the open. Like it's not even really a salon, it's like the corner of Ulta. So there's just one lady doing hair and she was like coloring this girl's hair purple. So I assumed that was the lady doing my hair, but I was also like ready for my appointment. Another woman came up and said like, what's your name again? Like what time is your appointment? And I said it was at 4 o'clock. My name's Megan. And she's like, do you know who it's with? And I didn't. So she looked it up. The only woman who was doing hair was like, oh honey, you can come sit over here, like sit in this chair. I didn't actually get like my head touched until 4:30, which is like whatever, like that happens at salons too. It was just kind of weird that they didn't have a waiting area and everyone like basically kind of ignored me for 15 minutes when I first got there, and then having to like wait for this woman to finish the other girl, which is fine. So I basically told her I just wanted to go back to my root color. She told me that she couldn't, or she didn't want to use one color, or when it grew out it would be like a line. She said it would be too hard to match to my natural color, so we ended up doing a like gloss, I think. So she said she used 2 colors. It was like it went all in my hair. She gave me a haircut and now it looks like this. So it was like gloss on top of my already existing blonde. I'll post a picture of what it looked like before. So you can definitely still see some of like the blonde there, which I guess like I don't really know a lot about hair. I don't know if that's like how it works or not. I didn't really want it to look like this, but I think this is just a step that I have to go through to like tone down the blonde and then like grow it out myself essentially. But I'm not like mad about it, it's whatever. For the experience, which was just like you're literally in the corner of Ulta at like a makeshift salon, it's not extravagant or vibes or anything. It ended up costing like the same, if not as much as the girl that I used to go to in Austin. For context, this girl worked out of a salon. She had her own chair. It wasn't like your regular salon. She didn't have a receptionist. She just made appointments on her own. So like she also wasn't a big salon, but she was definitely cheaper than Ulta, because if you're going to go to Ulta for the first time, you get 20 to 25% off, I don't remember, the salon service, but you apparently have to tell them at the salon. And I didn't tell them till they gave me my receipt, and I went to the front of Ulta to pay, and they were like, you should have told them at the salon. So by the time we got it worked out, I don't know what kind of discount I got, but I know that I got some sort of discount. And even with that, it still ended up costing that amount of money. So I don't know. My final thoughts. The pros were it was really easy to make an appointment. They had a lot of availability. Obviously there's a pandemic, so take that for what it is. A con would be when you're making an appointment, you're basically taking a shot in the dark. You don't get to read the profiles of the hairdressers. You don't really know anything about them other than their rate, which is like just, I don't really even know what that means. Like, there wasn't really anything that she did that made me think like, wow, this was really worth the most amount of money that I could have paid, as opposed to like another girl doing it. A con would be that there's like, I know it's usually pretty fun to get your hair done, like it's a big deal. The hairdresser like hypes you up usually. Maybe you take before pictures, or maybe you take after pictures and like ring lights and stuff. Ulta's not really like that. It's like you come in, you leave. I guess another pro would be that you can buy products while you're there. So like if your hairdresser recommends something that Ulta has, maybe it's not like Redken or all of those like high-end brands you would find in a salon, you could still buy those at Ulta. I don't know, I feel like I'm just kind of like trying to make excuses for the fact that I like didn't really love it. I probably wouldn't do it again. The discount was like okay, but I don't really think it was like totally worth it. It was just kind of, I don't know, it is what it is. So this is how it looks. Let me know in the comments. If you had a different experience at Ulta, let me know what your experience was like. If you live in Austin and you have a hairdresser recommendation, please drop it in the comments. If you like this video, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon.